I feel like transforming isn't really transforming into greater, it's transforming back to who you were fully intended to be.
I'm gonna go hug this inner child, you know, I'm gonna love on this inner child. I'm gonna give them permission to be like, you can be the superhero that you wanna be.
As soon as I started to love people again wholeheartedly and like not being afraid to just love on people and tell people I love them, I started finding more like-minded people. Everyone needs somebody who can be like, come on, I got you.
Yeah, and having that support and having somebody actually give you that genuine support, like, I really see you.
Don't let anybody, not anybody, stop you from seeing your fullest potential. And once you finally take those negative glasses off and you can see all the magic that's going on around you in real time, you're like, I don't want to miss it.
Hello everybody, I am Nick Johnson and welcome back to another episode of Grassroots. Today we are going to be talking about the pursuit of transformation. I have somebody here who's on a transformation journey of their own, so without further ado, Ms. Elicia Rose. How you doing today?
Hey.
How's life? How's life treating you?
Life just be lifing. You just gotta ride the waves, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
That's how that goes.
So the reason I wanted to have you on here for a conversation, I noticed you've been in the gym a lot lately. And I know I know what that's associated with. So being in that transformative state of mind, like where are you at right now with all of that?
Oh, I am in a place where I'm riding the wave, man.
Yeah.
I'm really riding the wave. I feel like I'm getting to the muddy part where I got to do the extra hard work and push myself harder, especially in the gym.
Yeah.
That's something I've been struggling with a lot, where I don't feel like I'm pushing myself like I used to, and then little tiny hiccups come in the way, like messed up my hand, my knees are starting to hurt and whatever. So now I'm just like in the mud trying to pull myself out of that so I can get over the hill, you know?
Sure. I think in moments like that, it really makes you stronger. I actually just had a conversation about that. Like being in that moment while you're pursuing that better version of who you are, it's gonna make you that much stronger. And I think a lot of people shy away from that moment of being in the mud, you know,
1000%.
It's so easy to just fall back and be comfortable, but like embracing that moment, you can see yourself become and blossom into somebody, you know what I'm saying, so much better, you know, than the person that you wanted to be.
Yeah, and I think that scares people.
For sure.
I think it also scares people away from the change of who they potentially want to be, or the realty is who you used to be as a child, and like getting back to that, you know? But people don't know how they're scared of what society will think, what people will think, how they'll even think differently when they get to that place of being better and being transformed. So
what do you think are some of like the biggest challenges that may come in terms of like evolving and transforming?
Self-doubt, 1000%, that's the biggest one.
Yeah. Self-doubt.
You get the goal, you write it down, you start doing the footwork, and it doesn't happen right away.
That sabotage.
Yeah, and then you start I'm the queen. I used to be the queen of that. Let me correct myself. I used to be the queen of that. And especially just through like relationships, romantic and platonic, where you start to self-sabotage through everything.
Yeah.
And everyone else becomes more important than yourself. And now I'm in that selfish place.
Yeah, same.
Where it's just like, nobody can break me down right now.
Yeah. I think
besides
you have to embrace
myself.
that.
Yeah.
You got to embrace that selfish part of life. I'm actually going through that and finding more comfort in just being selfish. Like, you know what, I'm going to take this time for me because in my mind, I know what I want. You know, I know what I want and I know what it's going to take to get it. And I
this
think
mosquito is stressing me out.
Oh, no, you good. I think I felt it. But I think embracing the fact that you may disappoint some people
1000%.
when you're really locking in on what you want to do, and that's something that you just have to be comfortable with, because I think that's another part of what makes us sabotage, is because we're so comfortable in, like how you said, we don't want to let people down, especially the people that we love the most and that are around for us the most. But I think when you're really on that journey of transforming and evolving, everybody may not understand, especially in the beginning, because you may not even understand it totally, but you just have this feeling that you're moving in the right direction.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. It's one of those things where it does get sticky, but the selfish part is the most important part.
Yeah.
Being selfish for yourself and really taking care of yourself thoroughly.
For sure.
Through the smallest of things. Like, I feel like for myself, when I was really going through phases of depression and anxiety, the hardest part was the self-care part. Getting up to brush my teeth, having to actually remind myself to brush my teeth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or do the small things like eat or drink water, things that we have to use.
The fundamentals that you forget about.
So it does get to a point where letting people down has become the norm. They're not comfortable with who you're becoming.
No, they're not.
And it scares people.
Yeah.
To see you unlock your full potential, and I can say for myself, like, me and God been really rocking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we've been rocking so hard, and that's the only person I'm really worried about letting down.
I love to hear that.
Like, me and God been hand in hand for 6 solid months. I went through probably the hardest time of my life. I loved somebody more than I loved myself, you know? And I lost myself along the way. Like, fully, wholeheartedly lost myself along the way. And I was told from, you know, my friends and the people that care about me, like, that's going to be the death of you for real if you don't really get away from it. And it was some, like, do or die moments there.
Yeah.
I remember actually locking myself in his bathroom and sitting on the floor, like, begging God, like, please. I was begging for other things, of course, but he was like, your job's not done yet.
Yeah.
I set you apart. I set you apart for a reason. And I've always been set apart since I was a kid. Like, I've never really had too many friends. I've never fit in really just about anywhere. It's always been me alone, and I was something bigger than what I even anticipated. So now I've finally gotten to a point with God where it's like, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, you can embrace that solitude.
Definitely.
Do you think in that moment, like specifically with that relationship and maybe in other areas of your life, you were running from that? You had an idea,
1,000%.
But you were running from it.
1,000%. 1,000%. Before, it used to be like, people would tell me all the time, like, you're so bright and all these things. You're just so beautiful internally versus externally or whatever. And I hated it because I felt like it attracted all the wrong attention. People were attracted.
People wanted to misuse it.
Yeah, people were attracted to me for the wrong reasons. They were selfish with it. And actually, somebody just probably, like, last week told me, like, I like people who are working in a positive place in their life, so I can basically get what I can from it, is how it came out. And I was like,
so people know what they're doing.
And that's why
it's scary to realize that, because I think a lot of us operate from such a, like, a pure place, or like a place of innocence. When you do realize that you're set apart, that you can be kind of naive to the fact or the idea that somebody may mistreat you intentionally, you know, because I think there is a balance. Like, some people may mistreat you due to their lack of understanding, you know, and I think that's something that we have to take account for as well. But it's like, some people are very much capable of abusing your love.
1,000%. And that's why I feel like the relationship that I went through was that exact lesson. Like, you can love them with everything you got. You can give everything, your every fiber of your being to this person. They're never gonna change, but you can change. Actually, Cleo Soul, I don't know if you've ever heard of her.
I have heard the name.
Her song, Her Light, there's actually, I wanna say, she adds a part in the song where she's like, just because I've changed doesn't mean you're gonna change. Like, you're never gonna change. And that's okay. But I'm gonna change. I'm gonna evolve.
Doesn't Janae Aiko have a song like that? Is that Spotless Mind where she talks about that? Change is inevitable. But
some people don't want to live that life.
I mean,
some people
don't
want to.
Because think about everything that you've went through in terms of embracing what it takes for you to change, and not even just change, but acknowledge it. Like, acknowledging it is one monster within itself. It's like, first I gotta realize and come to terms with the fact that I'm doing something that I shouldn't be doing. Then you telling me I gotta work through it? I gotta work through it. That's a whole nother process.
Literally, this is the chapter I'm in. Like, actually being honest and open. Like, girl, you were wildin'. Like, you were wildin' for a minute. Like, you really You were out there tripping.
Yeah, okay.
Wow. And like to be able to actually say that without it being like,
yeah,
I'm just so ashamed of myself. Like,
it's an acknowledgement.
I acknowledged it, and I know that I want to change that. I don't want that to be who I am. I don't want people from my past to be able to hold that type of weight in my life, and that was what I was doing for a long time too. Allowing everybody else's narrative to be the narrative that's being pushed, when I know in reality who I am.
Yeah.
I know that who I am and who I'm destined to be is a very valuable player in God's eyes.
Yeah, for sure.
I
like how you put that.
1000% though, like.
I'm still in there.
Go ahead. Go ahead. GVP, God's valuable player.
No, I like that. What in the present, what are you facing like as far as challenges go? Like where are you at in your journey? I know you said in the muddy part, but like get more into that.
I finally got to the place where I'm emotionally detached from the very toxic relationship that I had. Okay. Right? But now I'm almost too detached from everything. Yeah. From my family, my friends, everybody. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm starting to become a mute. Like I don't talk like that anymore, but it's about keeping my footing right now. Yeah. Because just because I've got a little more balance and I got a little more strong to handle the stuff that I've been going through doesn't mean that the boat's not going to stop rocking. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's keeping my footing versus slipping and having to get back up and slipping and having to get back up. It's more so about just keeping it strong.
I think it's finding a balance though. Like 1000%. How you said, from being at one point where you were kind of too attached to being detached. I read a book and it talks about how all of these emotions exist within a spectrum. Right. So like that feeling of attachment and detachment, they're pretty much the same thing. It's just that opposite poles of the spectrum. Right. So finding yourself in balance, but sometimes it does take a lack of balance. Like maybe you need to be detached right now. Yeah. Because by being detached, it allows you to focus more on yourself. Yeah. I've also, like, now that you've mentioned it, I've also kind of been feeling that, to where I've just been like blocking a lot of things out. Like I'm not trying to hear that. Yeah. I don't want to indulge in that negativity because I'm focused on becoming the best me right now. 1000%. And I know I can't be that person if I'm just so into or tapped into this over here and what this person has going on or what the gossip is over here. You know, I think there's so much with us being so connected via the internet, and just everybody has a story, you're talking about something, but it's like everybody doesn't understand that personal, that lock in, you know? Yeah. And that true pursuit of me being the best version. And staying locked in when you get bored though. Yeah, for sure. Because that boredom will come through and sweep you right back to where you weren't trying to be at. Everything you know you don't supposed to be doing. Exactly. That idle time. And it's the self-conviction too. Like, don't get me wrong, God holds you accountable for sure. Like, truest of transparency. Like I said, me and God been super duper locked in. Got my car, everything started falling back into place. I'm like, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna get back on my stuff. Then I started getting out of my stuff, and I started getting too far. God's back here, and I'm like, where are you at? Come on, let's hurry up and go. And he's like, no, like, we still got all this other process that needs to get done. Exactly. Yeah. So I feel like I've gotten further from God, and then things start falling apart. Like I said, like on my way here, my car starts overheating. Why? I just put antifreeze in it like 4 hours ago. Like, what is happening? But it's all a part of the plot too. Still being grateful even though things are going wrong. Yeah. And having to, when you're messing up, have to turn to God and be like, thank you. You know, thank you. Really showing that gratitude. Thank you for still holding me down. Thank you for still keeping me. Thank you for still stepping away from everything else that you have going on to redirect me to where I need to go. And God's correction is the protection, even when you don't understand it or like it, you know? And that comes in so many different forms and fashions, to the point where when you truly like think about it, a lot of things are funny, you know, even those moments where you may want to cry or something, when you look back on it, it's like, okay, wow, I was really being a stubborn toddler. For sure. It's like a bad kid. You gotta just, hey, let's get back in line. Yeah. And put you back where you need to be. Because like how you said, he has a mission for you. And there's a plan for you. And ultimately, you have to go through these challenges, whether you like them or not. Yeah. That's gonna really help you ascend to being the person that you need to be. Yeah. Along your transformation journey, have you figured out what your purpose is yet? Or do you have a kind of an idea? Yeah, I think my purpose is to help people, like to inspire people, and to really show people how life can be lived if you give it your all. Because that's something that's big in my life. I want to embrace all of my gifts, but not just for myself. I want to embrace them to show people, whether that's mass level or just the people that I come in contact with. I really just want to leave a positive impact on people and show them that they can be the best that they can be, you know, through effort. You know, I mean, nothing is going to be easy. I go through my own challenges, but it's like, what else I got to do? You know, I look at life as I ain't really got nothing else to do but live my purpose. I mean, that's why I'm here. I feel like that's why we all here. So if I can play my part in creating things like this or music or whatever it is that I'm doing to inspire people to be their best versions, you know, then I feel like I'm doing my job.
For sure.
What about you? What do you think your purpose is?
I think I am supposed to be the light. Like, I'm supposed to be the light to attract broken people back to the glory of God. And like, I've been hearing it a lot, and it seems to be a pattern just in my everyday life of just being childlike. You know what I mean?
Same.
Still living with the childlike spirit, but clearly not childish, right? And petty and stuff like that. But like, getting back to enjoying the sunset, right?
For sure. That's why I do it here.
Yeah, or enjoying just the smallest of things, right? And that's what I've also been trying to appreciate and value. And that's why I think it's funny, like my car is falling apart, my phone is acting stupid, and then I'm like, oh, well, look at the sunset.
Yeah.
Or look at those really kids laughing, or look at just the smallest of things that you can find. Look at the worm rolling through the ground. You know what I mean? Anything. And still being grateful. Like, even though worldly, right, everything seems to just be crashing down, like everything. I'm not a politics person. I never have been, because yes, I understand the state of our world and our country and all of those things, but like, the spiritual state of this world is in shambles. Like, if we're gonna talk about it, that's what we can talk about. Like,
let's get it.
It's such a spiritual battle right now. And you can see who's losing and who's not. And I would love to help as many people as I can to be able to open their mind to that, and understanding that who God is and who Christ is, and like finding that solitude.
Yeah, I love that.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna feel like just
it's fulfilling
rays of sunshine, but the work is not. The work is not easy. It's not easy.
It's a heavy responsibility, but it's worth it though.
It's so worth it.
It's worth it.
It's so worth it. I actually have a good friend that I kind of we were never really super good friends through high school and how I know her and stuff. We just always knew mutual people. And then one time she just reached out to me. She's like, hey sis, I'm going through it. And I'm like, I just got through that. That's crazy. Let me help you.
She felt something.
And she finally broke free from the chains. And she finally got to a place, and she was already going through her own spiritual journey with God. And God showed me one time that we're links on a chain. And if there's one weak link, the rest of us can all fall.
For sure.
But if I'm strong in my spirituality and you're strong in yours, and Kimmy, my best friend, shout out my bestie, is a strong link, we can just keep linking together and finding positive spirits. And I've also been noticing that too with the gym. Gym community is not what it used to be. Like, when I
What's different about it?
I
don't go in the afternoon no more. I go early. So it's like.
So I think everybody just is in silent competition with each other, or everyone has internal battles within themselves and they're not happy, so their aura is ugly. And then me, on the other hand, I'm like, I'm bubbly and I'm just singing and dancing and having a grand old time. And you catch certain people that are like, I can vibe with it, and then there's other people that's like, ugh.
What are they doing?
Why are you acting like that? Because I'm happy to be alive.
Because I'm grateful for this moment, and I love who I am and love who I'm becoming.
Exactly.
Because people don't understand what you had to overcome.
Bingo.
To be able to sing and dance in the gym or whatever. That's all I do. Like, everybody know I could be all over the place.
But I think too, if people could just go back to just being childlike, you know what I mean? And
the Bible talks about that.
You
got to be at the state of a child into the kingdom of heaven.
If you can just be happy to be here, like I'm happy to be here, and a million times over did I shed tears to be in a position to where I'm like, I'm finally happy. Just to wake up. Just to wake up, just to be here. That, I look back at that and I'm like, whew, I didn't know we could get here. Until I really sat back and I just had this thought like probably a week ago where I looked back as far as back as the trauma could go. And I'm like,
got to the root of it?
That little girl is probably beaming right now. Like, I'm trying so hard not to cry, but like that little girl is probably like so happy that she's finally able to be her and not have to hide it and not have to people please just to feel comfortable again. And I do feel still that I'm in a survival state, but I'm just learning how to turn it off and like take my armor off. And allow myself to be vulnerable. That's who God intended me to be, is a vulnerable person who feels everything more intensely than another person. And
expressing it, so that way people can resonate. Because how you mentioned that your friend reached out to you that you don't really talk to like that. She resonated with you somewhere about something, you know, to make her pick you out of all people. And then going back to what you said about the child part of you, that's been a big part of like my transformation is like reconnecting and sort of reparenting that inner child. Because it's like we don't realize, because a lot of the times we suppress the thoughts, the things that we went through in childhood. But it's like to go back and kind of repeat the cycle of what we're doing now, to acknowledge what we went through, acknowledge that it probably wasn't the right thing that we should have went through, and then heal from it, like giving that child permission to express itself in the present, you know, and live the way that child would have seen the future now, you know, in that present state. As kids, you know, we have these big dreams, but as we get older, you know, the world suppresses them. You know, society suppresses them. Your friend groups, as people evolve and change, or don't evolve and change, kind of suppress you from becoming a person that you want to be and that you are destined to be. So I think just reestablishing that connection, it's like, you know what, I'm going to go hug this inner child. You know, I'm going to love on this inner child. I'm going to give them permission to be like, you can be the superhero that you want to be. And you don't need to dim your light or shine or shy away from whatever it is that you want to do. Because like that relationship between you, who you are in the present, that inner child and God, it's like, you know, because
that's who God created you to be. If you look back to little you, 4, 5, and just was happy-go-lucky, not a care in the world, that's who God created you to be. How you interacted with other kids or other people in general, adults, your grandparents, your friends, whoever, your cousins, that's who God intended you to be. And then society messes it up. The world messes it up. The enemy comes in and starts playing every which way that he can find a way to attack you. There's truly a story, right hand to God. My mom can testify for me that I was maybe a year old, if not a year and some time. I was very young. And she said that I woke up screaming, crying, and my body was burning hot. And like, I've been told from people in my church, like, you know the enemy hates you? And I'm like, why? Why me? Why not me? Why really not me? Because I feel like I'm, not to my own horn or anything, but like, I feel like I'm a really great person. Like, I feel like I have a beautiful spirit. I'm very loving and caring, and
you've always had like a definitely a vibrance to you, like a very bubbliness and just that ability to connect with people.
And I turned it off. I had turned it off for so long. My heart just started getting cold, and I started to have hate in my heart. You know what I mean?
And the enemy wanted that.
And that's exactly what it was. Wanted that. And then I got up out that situation. Nick, I can't express to you enough. Like, I went through 4.5-ish years of just emotional, physical, mental turmoil with this person. Like, but you know, it's crazy. I still love him. I still got love for him. And I still hope he gets everything that his heart desires. But I hope that he wants to change one day. You know what I mean? Like, his birthday just passed, and I'm just like, I miss him, but he literally almost took my life. Like, it was rough, but I woke up the day of his birthday, and I was like, I love him, and I prayed for him, and I said, you know, I hope he has a great day. And I hope all the things that are working out in his favor work out. But as soon as I started to love people again wholeheartedly, and like not being afraid to just love on people and tell people I love them, I started finding more like-minded people. Like,
that's not a coincidence.
It's not.
It's never a coincidence.
It's not. Once I finally got on my feet, I started playing on TikTok. I've never been on TikTok ever in life. And these two guys from some random city in Massachusetts came on my For You page. And they're in the gym. One is like the embodiment of me, like he's just goofy and fun and just having a great time, and the other one is just wise, and he just has the most motivation in anything you're going through. He can feel it almost, it feels like, through a live. And now they're probably the two people I talk to the most throughout my day. Like, they're just great, positive people. Shout out GRF in Massachusetts, John, Butter, they're great people. But they're creating a community like that. They're creating their own gym with like-minded people in their gym, and they spread their positivity, and just, it literally just exudes through their pores, and they want to see other people be better, and they want to just have.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
That's the most important part, is if you can make one person smile. Yeah. If you can brighten just one person's day. If you can just remind them, like, hey, God loves you. Just in case you didn't feel like it today, but he does. He still loves you.
Last time I was here, I was I had went on a walk. I don't go on walks like that. So I parked over there, and I got to walking, and then this lady just stopped me, like right over there, along that trail, and she was like, I felt the wind when you passed me, and God told me to talk to you, and so she just kind of like spoke life into everything that I was going through a lot that day, and I had like asked God, like, can you guide me through this confusion, because I literally didn't know what to do. It was one of those moments where I just felt it was out of my control. I just asked for the guidance, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna just give it up. I'm gonna put the intention out there, and I'm gonna let it come back to me. Yeah. I get out the car. I was debating on which direction I was gonna walk, whether I was gonna go that way or this way. Yeah. Started walking, she stopped me, and then she was like, I can sense you're going through this. Just start naming stuff as if somebody told her everything that I was going through. And then she just like spoke life into everything that I was going through. And I was like, wow, you know, that's real. Yeah. That's what's real.
Those are the best moments.
Yeah, because it was
Those are the moments I just break down and cry like, God, you see me. Yeah. You see me, and I love you so much. You gotta say God is good, bro. Yes, like.
And you gotta embrace it.
Yeah, for sure. Those are the best moments for sure. I can talk about this now because everybody knows, but I used to be a stripper when I lived in Texas.
I didn't know you lived in Texas.
Yeah, I lived in Dallas for like a year. Okay. And I had a weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 consecutive days, where I just had highly spiritual moments. One was this man, he had just got here from Africa, and he just kept like eyeballing me, right? And I'm thinking, I'm at work. You probably just looking at me, right? And he just kept telling me, you are so beautiful. And I'm like, thanks. What do you want from me? Yeah. Mind you, all 3 scenarios happened in the same place on the smoking patio. The first guy was the man from Africa, and he said, you have this light inside of you that is so beautiful that I can't stop looking at you. Like, it's so fluorescent and just vibrant. Like, he just couldn't take it. He was a newly found Christian. So then we probably like an hour and a half goes by. Didn't even seem that long. And my friend comes looking for me like, ma'am, where are you? Like, we got to work, whatever. Yeah. And she was like, you've been out here for like 2 hours. Oh, wow. And just having this great conversation, just talking about same thing, like who God is and how God can change and how he can change your circumstances from nothing. But you have to be grateful for it all. This blade of grass. I have to be grateful for this. Because if he can trust me with this little blade of grass and I just pet it and I love it all the time, like, then he's gonna be like, okay, well, here's 2. Yeah. But he's not gonna give it all to you at one time. And I had to learn that for myself. And that's kind of how I feel about my car situation, right? Yeah. I feel like I'm 99% over my situation, right? But there's that 1% that's like glimmer of hope, just a little bit. Yeah. Why? Don't know. But anyways, I got to getting my car and getting a job and doing things that I want to do. I work for a nonprofit. I work in a community violence intervention department. Okay. And I just started feeling like I was in my purpose, but I felt like I wasn't doing anything either. So I was just stuck. Like, okay, well, what am I doing? Well, let me get back in the gym at least. And then I feel like I'm not making any progress in the gym. So it's like, how am I going to get to the next level if I don't have a stepping stone to get there? Yeah. Where's the stepping stone? And he's like, I'm forming it. Give me a second. You just be patient.
Just be diligent. Just be diligent in the work.
That's all you have to do. And even in all the circumstances that I've worked with people, I love working with people. I've worked with kids. I've worked with felons and addicts and all that, right? Actually, one of my favorite guys from work gave me this hoodie. I don't know if...
It's hard. I was going to tell you that.
It says spread positivity.
That's hard.
When I open my hands, the hood says spread at the top.
Okay.
And he, random, was just like, I got you something. And I'm like, why? I don't know. I seen it and I thought about you. And I didn't notice what it said until I put it on. And I was like, wow, how did you know?
Yeah.
And he's like 68 years old or 60 something. Did 28 consecutive years in prison.
Sheesh.
28 consecutive years. And he came home and we're like telling him, like, you got to stop spending money. You got to focus on getting your life together.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm always going to be who I am. It makes me feel good. Because if I don't do...
I like people like that.
He's like, if I don't do it while it's on my heart and something were to happen to her, I don't know what I would do. You know what I mean? And that's also something I'm dealing with, is listening. When God calls you to do something, that's hard. Yeah. For sure. It's happened to me twice now. With two separate people. One was a family friend, her son. I grew up with them. And I hadn't seen him in years, but he used to be like my childhood crush. Loved him so bad. Hadn't seen him in years. Life was going on. He was going through some real, I can't make it up. It was a straight spiritual battle. They claim it as mental health. That was a spiritual battle, right? I finally got a moment alone with him, and God kept telling me, tell him if he needs you, he can call you. I'm like, but I don't want him to know that I know what he's going through, and I don't want to do that to him. Like, I don't want to open up that can of worms, and then he shuts down on me and never wants to speak to me again. A few weeks later, he took his own life. And I was like, and I was the first one, me and my aunt were the first ones when the call went out. We were the first ones besides his mother to get there. And I was like, I could have been here. I could have reached you, you know? And then another one was somebody that I went to high school with. And he, I seen him in the gym, actually, random. I hadn't seen him in so long. I just, you know, catch up with him on social media. I see him on social media, so I'm like, he's got a girl and a kid, and everything's going great for him. I love that. And God just kept telling me, go say something. I'm like, say what? Like, what am I supposed to say? Hey, how, whatever. Couldn't lie to you if I didn't tell you he passed away a few weeks later.
I think I know what you're talking about.
And broke my heart. Like, because I just kept feeling like, go give him a hug. I'm like, what if his girlfriend's here? Like, I don't want her to think anything. Like, no. Why would I do that? So I just
we get in our heads too much about things like that. When we all need love. Like, even if... Everybody. Even if, like, let's say his girl was there, that's an easy conversation. You know, but like...
Platonic love is so important. Like, my mom always told me, you never know when it's going to be your last chance to tell somebody you love them. So tell them all the time. And I have homegirls that they get so irritated with me. Like, I have this one homegirl. I'll be like, okay, love you. And she'll just hang up on me. And I'll call her back like...
I'm big on that. I do not like that.
I said I love you.
If I do it, I'll call back. I'll call back for sure.
But...
Because that's real.
I love showing love. And that's what the world needs right now.
More than anything.
Man, I'm so far out the loop with politics right now. Because it's too
draining.
And it's all propaganda. I just seen an ad on YouTube. I just seen the TikTok, I swear. There's food in Gaza right now. You know that?
Really?
Yeah. Hundreds of trucks have delivered food long before this whole Flowisha thing. Right? It makes me so sad just overall that people aren't paying attention to the bigger picture. Like, God's like, if you guys don't wake up. Everything is happening right before our eyes. Everything that he said in Revelations is happening. And if you don't get right.
Now is the perfect time to get right.
Right now. And everybody's on fire. Everybody is on fire when it comes to God right now. Like, everybody.
I thought I was just going through something, but I realized everybody's going through something. Even this conversation made me realize, okay, like, everybody's feeling that right now.
Everybody. And if you're feeling it, you're chosen. But if you miss your mark, you're gonna miss your mark. And that's what I'm scared of, because I see myself slipping. You know what I'm saying?
That's what
I see old patterns coming up.
Discipline. I've been like, right now in this very moment is the most disciplined I've ever been in my life in terms of studying, getting into the word, like learning myself, being disciplined with my time, like my fitness. Like, I just filmed before this. I just did an episode, like, just trying to get as much, because I think people need these conversations and they deserve them, because not enough people understand that they aren't going through what they're going through alone. It's like, no,
you're not going through it alone.
Very much other people going through exactly what you're going through.
Yeah.
And if we can be a vessel of change and light for whatever people need to feel, you know, because we may not be able, they're like, sorry for your loss, first and foremost. There are other people going through that.
Yeah.
You know, and if somebody can find something that can serve as a means of them holding on and finding strength. And you mentioned community. I think that is one of the biggest things that we need to get back to, is having community and cultivating a community, like platonically, romantically, in all aspects. People need everything, because you can't do it alone.
Yeah.
You cannot do it alone.
And I feel like a real big part of transforming too is understanding what you need romantically so you can flourish.
I literally just watched a video about that probably like an hour ago, and it talked about how people choose from the wrong reasons. They choose from like emotions.
I did. I have.
Yeah.
I still do.
All been there.
I still do.
There, yeah. But you got to know what your values are moving. You got to know what you want out of life to be able to be like, okay, this person, their red flags, they're showing.
Oh.
They're showing. So it's like, let me not try to overlook them and then find myself in
right
the
back
mud,
where I just
you know
was.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in a toxic situation. My aunt told me that years ago. She was like, don't ignore the red flags. Do not, because they're very real, and they'll just get deeper and they'll get stronger.
It'll just
as
get
time
worse.
goes, and you'll be like, dang, why did I do this? And then you may feel guilty because you put so much into it, and it's like, do I leave? Like,
I swear I just had all of these feelings.
So being more intentional about everything, being more intentional about your journey, being more intentional about the people you surround yourself with, and like where your energy is going and what energy you're allowing to come into you.
Yeah.
You know, like, and what you're surrounding yourself with. Like, just being real picky.
Yeah. Oh.
Like, you gotta be picky.
That's the phase I'm in.
Yeah.
That's quite literally it. Where I was being extra picky, and then I got bored and I let the door crack open a little bit, and I was letting, certain energies come in, and then it started draining me, and I was like, why am I here?
Yeah.
I already know who and why and how you operate, and I let you back in. Why? Just for you to irritate me all over again.
Want to have some fun?
It
That's all
wasn't even fun.
That's all it be. But it be comfortable. It's like, I'm used to that.
Sure.
I can handle that.
Yeah.
But you don't need to.
But you don't have to handle that, because you can handle so much more than that. You know what I mean?
And you can handle what you need to handle. Like, you can handle your business.
Yeah. Yep.
The path that you've been put on.
I never wanted to understand, I would say, the concept of God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be tough or strong or none of those. I just want to be soft. I don't want to do that anymore. But
you get it
it's an honor.
Yeah, for sure.
It's an honor. It's an honor to be like, oh yeah, he knows I'm capable of doing that. He knows I'm capable of everything I went through for the last 4 years, 5, 27 years of my life. You know what I'm saying? He knew that I was going to be able to go through it, get over it, and be able to use everything that I went through to help fuel somebody else. You know what I mean?
With a smile on your face.
With a smile on my face. And that I just had that same experience. I have a coworker. She's 20, just turned 20. And she's like, oh, my ex, he wants to see me, and I haven't seen him since we broke up. I'm like, don't do it, please. Like, please, I'm begging you. If I were you in this situation, the first time that man called me back to say, come back over here, I would have ran for the hills. Why do the bugs like you?
I don't know.
I would have ran for the hills so fast. Oh, my gosh. So I just told her, I'm like, you can do it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you how it's going to play out, how it's going to happen.
Give her the whole timeline.
I can see the future like Raven. Don't play with me. I know. I seen it. Been there, did that. Please. If I had the knowledge that I have, which now you have because I explained it to you, you know.
Now you can't make no excuses because I just told you.
I
just told you.
Yeah. So I'm grateful that I can be that because I love talking to people.
Yeah.
I love hearing other people's experiences. I love random people. I don't care who you are. Because everybody has knowledge. Yeah. Everybody.
You never know what you'll pick up on just by talking to a stranger. I think society encourages us to, like how you said, that gym and that competitiveness, that's just like, we don't need that. Yeah. Because we can all help one another. You know, there's information that you have that I don't and vice versa. But if we're not open to that, we're not going to get anywhere. And it's just, everybody's going to be competing with each other. And we're going to stay on this level. Meanwhile, there are communities of people growing and thriving because they understand the value of shared information.
Literally.
Through experiences or whatever, you know, just kind of passing
That's
that torch.
how they want to suppress us, though. That's exactly how they want to suppress us. They want to separate us, isolate us, and take away our power because they know that as people of God, not of people of African American descent or Mexican descent or whoever, as the millions of descents that there are, God still created you and me and that Caucasian lady over there, all the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're all meant to share information. What my Hispanic culture has that is different than the black culture is like, why don't we share that?
Especially if it's going to help us grow. And we've seen growth within our community.
Bingo. Bingo. One thing I can say is like being from Southwest and witnessing such a melting pot of cultures, right? We had Middle Eastern cultures, Hispanic cultures, African American cultures, Caucasian culture. Everybody was all blended in together. Didn't have a choice. They just shoved us in this neighborhood and said, thrive.
Yeah.
Or don't. We don't really care.
It's your choice.
But I'm grateful to say that I've seen all walks of life be able to still hold the value of family, right? And family is chosen.
Yeah.
Like, just because you're my cousin don't mean you're my cousin. Like, I have cousins who are like my sisters.
Yeah.
I have friends. I have a brother. I've known him for 10 years now. Love him down. Don't know what I would do without him. And it's like 1,000, a quadrillion % platonic. Like, it would never be that. But I love him down. I don't know how many times I just called him crying, like, can you just tell me it's going to be okay? It could be like 3 o'clock in the morning. He's going to answer. You're good. I got you. We're good. Knowing that you're not alone is the most important part. Knowing that you can, if we were just walking through this park and I seen you and never knew you a day in my life, and I can be like, hey, I'm having a bad day. Can I have a hug?
Yeah.
We can't do that with this man walking past here. We don't know who this man is.
It's
you know
energizing.
What I mean? It is.
It's energizing. I think I went through a period where I was really isolated.
Yeah.
And kind of like away from my family for a minute. Just kind of in the mud, like you described earlier, where I just needed to kind of figure myself out. But then kind of getting back into my family life, unironically, they started having like more family reunions and we started planning things. So it was like, okay, I get to be around these people where I can really just let loose, you know, let go of the pressure that I feel from the world. And then the energy that they give me and just pour into me from what they see in me and encourage me to do. Like, they love the fact that I do everything that I do, from this to whatever else it may be. And having that support and having somebody actually give you that genuine support, like, I really see you. You know, not just on some good job. No, like, I really see you. And I'm going to describe what I love about what you're doing in detail. That's energizing. Because it's going to allow you to go back into the world with like a sense of, you know, like more confidence.
With your
like,
head held high.
you know, like I have support. You know, you don't feel so alone in whatever you're going through. Yeah, definitely.
I do. I love people as much as like society has made me like want to wring everybody's neck. But I'm just so grateful for people, and like I love everybody's kids. Like everybody's kids is good with Elicia.
You give me cool auntie vibes.
Oh my God, I am. Oh my God, I love my babies so bad, and all the ones I've picked up along the way, I do, and it's because they're just so pure. Like my nephew, he's 3. I freaking adore him. He's just so sweet, and you can just watch where you make a difference. You know what I mean? You can watch what you do be a major impact on something so pure. And kids don't forget. Ever. They don't forget. I had my little cousin. I had met her for the first time that weekend at the family reunion I talked to you about. And we were at this like Sky Zone type of place. Okay. And she was up at the top and she was like scared. But like she really wanted to go down the slide or whatever it was. But I sat up there with like 10 minutes. Like, I'm not letting no other kids go. Like, we got to get through this. And so we eventually got through it. And like, she brings it up every time she sees me. And it's like, wow, I really know that I made a difference, because that's going to give her the courage. Like, oh, somebody believed in me. I'm worth believing in. Or even whatever you said can be something that sticks with her for the rest of her life. Just to help her push through fears and barriers, you know? And I even noticed that with my nephew. He's 3. And he wanted to go next door with us so bad, but it was an adult-only party, and he was getting so flustered, like so overwhelmed, starts hyperventilating, crying, freaking out, like, Titi, no, please don't leave me. And he's like freaking out, and I'm like, let's calm down. Let's feel our emotions and let them go. Just let them go. We feel them. You feel scared. You feel like I'm leaving you, but I'm just going next door. It's okay. I'm gonna come back to you. And I was like, let's control our breathing, okay? And so I did. I made him in through his nose, out through his mouth. Clearly he's 3, so he couldn't fully grasp it, but he learned to regulate right there in that moment.
He'll carry that for
exactly.
the rest of his life.
So we ended up going next door, and then his mom came next door, and she said he was getting ready to throw a fit again. He said, hold on, Mom, let me control my emotions. And he did. Like, he was like, let me take the time. My titi told me that I need to calm down. And I'm going to calm down. I'm going to drink my juice. I'm going to go to sleep, you know? So I love that. And I even have a niece. She's 12. It's my world. Everybody knows, like, if you know me any time in my life, you know my niece is my world, and she's freaking 12. And, like, now it's those pivotal moments. So now I'm grateful that I'm in my pivotal moments to be strong, because now I'm like, oh, I'm right here. I may have been far for some time for some years, but I'm here now, and I'm standing strong.
You can pass it to her.
Exactly.
Everything you need to know.
So.
Because 12 feels like yesterday. As fast as time be going.
What? If I were to get pregnant right now, it would still be considered a teen pregnancy crisis.
Cause
I would freak out.
I still feel like 20s second childhood.
Yeah.
Second childhood. For
just
sure.
with money.
Yeah, with money.
Sometimes.
And the freedom to make mistakes.
Yeah.
More mistakes.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm glad I made a lot of the mistakes that I made. Don't get me wrong. There's some moments where I'd be like,
yeah.
I'm so mad that you know me from that. Oh my God, like, that's so embarrassing.
Not me no more. I'm not that person.
I'm so sorry. But I'm grateful for the learning process.
Definitely.
And especially, I bring up the last relationship that I dealt with because it was such a major turnaround for me. Like, I went from straight depression, bruises all up my body. His hand was scarred into my neck for 6 months, bro. And I went from straight depression to a ray of sunshine all of a sudden, because God didn't forget me.
Yeah.
And I just remember as soon as I started talking to God, and I mean talking to God all the time, like, as soon as I open my eyes, I'm not reaching for my phone. I'm not reaching for nothing. I'm simply wiping the crust out of my eyes and saying, thank you, God. Yeah. Thank you.
Every morning.
Thank you. Yeah. And sometimes I would just talk to him like, I don't know why my back hurts right now, but, like, I don't know why I was sleeping like that. Can you help me with that by chance tonight? You know what I mean? Or I don't know what I want to eat for breakfast. Can you give me an idea? Like, anything. Just giving my time and dedicating it strictly to him. Then it was on my way to work. I'd play one Christian song. Oh, it was usually between two. It was either I Thank God by Maverick City Music or Grave Clothes by Maverick City, I believe.
Okay.
Was it? Anyways, both fire jams. And then everybody started telling me, like, do you sing?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. Like, why would I do that? My grandpa told me first, and ever since then, everybody always just like, bing, bing, bing.
You singing? You singing? You gotta let me hear something.
No! I'm scared. I'm so scared. I will. I'm working on it.
Okay.
I am working on it. I'm getting ready to start guitar lessons.
Okay.
And then I want to start doing, well, I won't say too much, but I want to do a series with my grandpa on certain songs, because he actually used to sing as well. Okay. So
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared, but I'm going to do it.
You've been through a lot, so that's nothing. It's a new challenge for sure, but
it's allowing myself to be vulnerable. Actually, a friend of mine from Texas told me that this was when I was just joking about it. And he was like, you literally, like, taking almost all your clothes off in front of hundreds of people. You can't sing a song? Yeah. And on a camera? You can't do that? No, it makes me so nervous. I mean,
it's a different level.
It does.
But I think you got to give yourself the space to be vulnerable. Yeah. I had an experience where I realized I wasn't being vulnerable. I did shrooms. I did shrooms.
I can't say too much about that.
And I was jumping on a bed, and then I stopped myself. But then I was like, why am I stopping myself?
Have fun.
Yeah, and I was like, so it took me down this whole path to where it's like, dang, why did I stop myself from having fun? And like, what part of my mind is locked?
Yeah.
You know, and going back to tapping into that child, it's like, no, just do you, have fun. You can jump on the bed. Bro.
It's okay.
It's okay. Like,
no monkeys are going to be harmed in jumping on the bed. You're going to be fine. But yeah, no, definitely. When it comes to singing, I think that's me fully tapping into into what I want to do, right? Because I feel like I've had this experience with God where he showed me being in front of a really large crowd. I didn't know what it was for. You know what I mean? I didn't understand the purpose, but if you were to ask like 15-year-old me, like, what is it that I want to do? I'm like, I don't know, but I want to talk to the masses.
Yeah.
I have something to say. What it is, I don't know yet. We're going to figure it out, you know? But now it's just, it's like that one last piece of glass that I got to break to get to the other side. And I'm just like, I'm getting nervous.
I want to hear something for sure. Like, for real, for real.
I'm not doing it on this camera. You're going to have to turn it off.
No, we good. We do another time.
But yeah, I do. There's a lot of barriers when it comes to that, but nothing can stop me from that.
Nah, I mean,
I just know I'm going to get there. I'm going to get to the comfort level. Yeah.
Just keep, like how you said, knocking the glass down and just evolving. You know what I'm saying? That transformation is right there in front of you. So it's like if you feel like that's the next step, then.
And it's also, I meant to say this a long time ago, but I just be yapping. But you have to want to.
Yeah.
Like you genuinely, I don't care how many times God pushes you down this hill and says, get back up and try again. Like you have to genuinely want to, right?
Where do you think that want comes from? But like, how does somebody, if they think they want to, because I think a lot of people think they want to do something. Yeah. But it's a different thing to actually do it. Like to say, I'm doing it and it's done. What separates the two, do you think?
I feel like, it's about, sorry for the profanity, but it's about getting up off your ass. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that took a lot out of me too. Like, full transparency, I lived in the depression room for like a long time after I pulled myself out of that situation. And just,
it's definitely not easy.
It's not.
It's not easy.
It's not. All. My room's getting there right now, and I'm like, how did we get here? I didn't even realize that I was going back down this road. But then I was like, no, I'm off this weekend. I'm gonna go do this show with you, and then after that, I'm done. I'm not doing anything else. I'm gonna stick to what I need to do, build my shelf and everything else that I need to do, and get myself back on track. Because I could be like, oh, well, it was me. My car is falling apart. There's nothing I can do. I hate it. I hate life right now. But why? Well, my purpose isn't done yet. Yeah. And there's so many more people that I have to meet. And there's so many more people that I get to love and experience. And there's just so much more that needs to be done, you know?
That's beautiful. I love the way you broke that down.
So exciting. Yeah. It's so exciting. It really excites me, like, even, like, with my friends from Massachusetts, like, I can't wait to go see them. Like, I'm just so excited. And, like, people even try to make it or manipulate it like, oh, you're attracted to them. I'm like, they're attractive people, yes, but like I see their souls. Yeah. And their souls are like mine. Their souls are like mine. They're deep. They're iridescent. You know what I mean? Their beauty lies deeper than what they look like physically. Because clearly they're in the gym, they're built, they're cut, they got, you know what I mean? But the small things, right? I sent them water bottles and a letter. And I think they were more grateful for the letter. Yeah. Because I was able to tell them like, hey, these are the things I see that I appreciate about you. And all these other people that we operate in the TikTok lives with, you know? Everyone needs somebody who can be like, come on. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. You can drag on your face. I always think of Forky. Like when Woody's dragging Forky and he's like, can you carry me? He's like, no. I'll hold your hand and drag you down the street, but one day you're going to stand up and do it on your own, and then you're going to let my hand go.
You're going to get tired of being dragged, and you're going to take initiative for yourself.
Exactly.
Like, if somebody's willing to believe in me this much, I can at least
So when you're tired of being dragged, that's the difference. Yeah. That's the difference from wanting to and actually doing. Well, you're like, no, I'm so fed up. Yeah. I'm so fed up with the way that life is going. And when you stop blaming everybody else.
That's big. That's major.
As soon as you stop saying, it was the mailman for not getting me my taxes. Yeah. It was the landlord for kicking me out. It was for my boyfriend because he stayed out all night. It was my mom because she didn't treat me right, or my dad because he didn't love me right, or whatever. Like, we stop blaming everybody else.
Take accountability.
Soon as you start saying, all right, I was messing up. I was wilding. I was tripping. But I don't want to.
It comes down to your decision.
For sure. Yeah. And as soon as you say, I'm done being dragged, I'm going to get up. It's rough. I'm not going to say
it's not easy to just get up, but
right. It's definitely rough because you're going to be like, dang, my legs broke, my ribs, my eye, I can't see out my left eye, or whatever the case is. I got beat up along the way, but
I'm here.
I'm still here.
And I'm standing, and I chose to stand.
Yeah, and as soon as you're grateful too for what God gives you, right? Yeah. I started, when I would wake up and talk to God in the morning, it'd be thank you for all 10 of my fingers, my 2 arms, both my elbows that work, my wrists, they both work, my knees, they're a little rusty right now, but they are working. Like, I got all 10 toes, I have good health. It may not be the best health, but hey, it's health.
Yeah, and you're working at it.
Right, and I'm still working at it. And yeah, so I feel like once you get tired of being dragged on your face, you're going to get up. Yeah. And you're going to want to do better. And not for nobody else, but for yourself. And when you want to do it for you, that's it. When you want to do it for you and only you, then the blossom starts to happen. That's when the flower starts.
You're not thinking about everybody else's opinion. Yeah. It becomes about you and the journey that you feel you're supposed to be on.
Yeah. And then you're able to have different levels of conversations with yourself where it's not, oh, woe is me all the time. And I'm just so tired of everything. And your words.
Super powerful.
Boy, I had to stop. I have to check myself. Yeah. And if I say something like against myself, like, oh, you're so dumb. Like, I say that a lot.
I get on my friends about that all the time.
I'll say just like anything like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm like, God, no, I'm not. I'm not. You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Because I'm not dumb. Yeah. I'm very intelligent, emotionally and intellectually. You know what I mean?
Need both.
Yeah, and you need both. You have to be emotionally intelligent to operate on a day-to-day. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And to regulate yourself in those moments where you're isolated. Because if you don't, you'll go into the world and you'll be a crash out. Oh. You're going to crash out about every little thing.
I'm glad I retired.
Yeah, and it's like you look at people and it's like, dang, why are they so bad?
Why are you so angry all the time?
Why are you so angry? But it's like they just don't know. And maybe they weren't blessed enough to go through the experience. But going back to the idea of just transforming and being on this journey, and like how you mentioned being a light, you can teach somebody regardless of the age. Like when you were walking over, the lady was like, she was like, how old are you? I'm like, 28. She was like, you got life experience at 28? I'm like, yeah, you have no idea.
Girl, you don't
have
even
no
know.
idea. And it's like, through everything that I've experienced, everything you've experienced, we can really help people.
Yeah. And I feel like you're one of those people, you see me at a lot of different phases in my life.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I feel like you see me
I totally forgot we was in college together.
Yeah. Like I feel like you see me in almost all my phases. Yeah. Like, I feel like, and it's all have you ever realized it's always we just kind of pop in and run into each other like, oh.
It'd be random.
I didn't know you had this class.
Yeah.
Or
literally, I'm like, what? Damn.
I didn't even know you went to that gym. You know what I mean? So I was just like, how weird. And then when you messaged me, I was like, I'm down. Yeah. I'm down to do it. Why not? I don't even know what we're going to talk about, but we can talk about it. And then as soon as you sent it to me, I said, I have to be there. Yeah. I have to be there.
I don't know what made me come up with that topic. Outside of just me seeing you in the gym, I think it's probably deep down in my mind, I know I've seen you through so many different phases. Yeah. So I know that you're somebody, like, to be in the gym and to run into you there. And not only to run into you one time, I've seen you in there multiple times. And then I see like you're posting that now. So I know that that's a big part of your life right now. And I know
that
in
the gym.
When you do that, when you see somebody lock in like that, or gym or school, whatever, you know that they're doing something with intention. Like, it's not a lollygag type of effort. It's very much, I'm in something right now. I'm in this mode and I'm taking this serious. Yeah. So it's like, that was one of the reasons I reached out to you. And it's just, I'm happy. This is going to be one of my favorite episodes. It's going to be fire. It's going to be fire for sure.
Definitely.
One thing that you would like to leave people with?
I know it's not Suicide Awareness Month anymore.
No, talk your talk.
But no matter how hard it gets, no matter how fed up you are with your circumstances, your purpose is not done. And I say this a lot about Nipsey too, right? When Nipsey got killed, he was lighting so many fires. Like, he was in a place of, he was waking up. He was really waking people up. But then, they took him. And I hate to say that he didn't need to live any longer, but I look at it as his purpose was fulfilled.
Yeah.
He sparked whoever he needed to spark, right? But semicolons up, because you're not supposed to end here. You got to keep going. And don't let anybody, not anybody, stop you from seeing your fullest potential. Because only you know who you were when you were 5.
Facts.
Realistically. And you got to get back to that. I feel like transforming isn't really transforming into greater. It's transforming back to who you were fully intended to be.
Facts.
So it's almost like taking off all the additions that you've put on along the way. So don't ever give up, because it gets so much better. And once you finally take those negative glasses off and you can see all the magic that's going on around you in real time, you're like, I don't want to miss this.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss what's going to happen. I don't want to miss seeing other people transform and being there for them and clapping for them. And find your closest, strongest link, okay? Yeah. And hold them tight.
And tell them you love them.
And tell people you love them. Yeah. Make it really uncomfortable, too. I don't care how uncomfortable it is, because I love people and I love you. And I love you. Like, I just love. Just go love everybody and make the world a better place.
For sure. Well, I thank you for coming on this show. It's been an honor. First, I want to say I'm definitely proud of you for being on your journey and embracing that transformation, because like how you described and everything you've been through, you could have easily chose the other path of not embracing that transformation or not embracing becoming or getting back to that version of you, you know. And I think a lot of people can learn from your experience and just the experience of everything we talked about. In terms of what I want people to know, just continue to pursue the transformation. Don't feel guilty about it and embrace it. Like if your fullest capacity, I think if you have an idea in your mind of what you can be, and if God has given you a vision of or an idea of what's possible for you in your life, it's not by coincidence and it's not by chance. And take advantage of the signs, take advantage of the momentum, seize the momentum, and just go after everything that's been put on your heart. So yeah, once again, I thank you for being here with me. I am Nick Johnson, aka your favorite cousin, and if I haven't already, I officially welcome you all to the Purple Era. I will catch you on the next one.
Bye. It was a great one.
Now that's gonna be crazy.
We're gonna go viral.